All my friends know the Lowrider. I forgot all about that song. It's by War. It's like from the 70s, I think. I used to have their albums back when they had tapes and CDs. Anyways, this is the new Greenlight California Lowriders. I managed to pick up 3 from this set at a local store. I gotta go search out all my other local stores and try to get the other ones here. So we have the 64 Impala, which is what we're talking about today. There's a 63 Impala. The 2 Caprices. I didn't get these middle, the second, third, fourth. I gotta get those later. But later on, I'll be showing off these Cadillacs. Alright. Anyways, this is number 1 in the series. I believe Hot Wheels did an RLC of this thing. I didn't realize this was actually a famous lowrider. I just got it because it's cool looking. But it turns out this is probably Gypsy Rose, which is supposed to be the most popular lowrider of all time. I read an article here online. Gypsy Rose was made. Actually, it's the 3rd Gypsy Rose. There were 2 other cars, 1963 Impalas, and there was a gentleman, Jesse Valadez, who made these cars. Unfortunately, Jesse passed away, I believe, in 2011. He was 65 years old, though, so I'm sure he had a full life. So this is the 3rd iteration of Gypsy Rose, and Gypsy Rose was some sort of burlesque singer or dancer or something like that. And yeah, so these photos are from that article called drive.my.com. I've never heard of that website either, but that's where these photos are coming from. And that's now how I realized that this Greenlight model is Gypsy Rose. I mean, everything's matching up, right? The wheels, the graphics. So it's pretty neat. Okay. So let's see what's going on. It's a nice metallic pink. And then you got this funky pinstriping, very, very thin pinstriping. These are Krager SS wheels. And then we got the white wall tires. And I think all Greenlights roll, to my recollection. There's a protruding door handle painted silver. And then this roof, yeah, it's plastic. I'm going to guess this whole canopy is clear plastic, and then they painted the top. Or it might be a decal. What's going on here? Yeah, it's either some sort of sticker, decal, hydrographics. I'm not sure, but this looks like a fold in the graphics. So maybe that's how they keep the pink relatively consistent with the actual pink sprayed onto the casting. It's not like a different hue, which you usually do get with clear plastic, shining through the backside. See, if you look here, I don't think there's any light getting through, so that's why the pink matches what's on the casting. It's not paint, it's a really thick graphic of some sort. So that's pretty neat. Boy, there's just so much going on in this vehicle. Alright, let's continue with the top here. Molded in wiper blades, painted silver. The silver on the mold chrome, I don't know if it's chrome. Yeah, I guess it's a chrome window frame on the real car. And I don't know if there's black paint in there, but it looks dark, these little ridges. Maybe there's a paint wash. I'm under the impression this hood opens. Yes, it does. Okay. And yeah, whatever. I just don't get impressed by these Greenlight engines. It's so blobby looking, and I mean, there's no ignition coils or wires or anything like that. I would much rather not have the opening hood and they spend their money just putting some clear headlights in. I think the model would look a lot better that way. Because how many people are really displaying their models like that? I would assume 90% of everyone's displaying their models like that. But you're always going to see the headlights in either scenario. So the ghastly white, possessed white headlights bother me. Alright, so this is actually ribbed. There's some ridging here. Can you hear the pick maybe? And there's black paint filling in those things. The badge here is actually protruding as well. It's not legible, but at that scale of casted metal, it's understandable. There does seem to be some orange paint here for these turn signals, and there's some ridges here but no paint. And this chrome bumper. This chrome bumper must be a separate piece because there's some flash trimmed off here. I guess that plastic was pink at first as well. Alright, so yeah, let's look at this side of the wheels. Yeah, this white wall is a little messed up. This white wall is not so bad. The wheels do look nice though. You know, there's lug nut details and there's air passing between the spokes, I think. Yeah, you can see it on the back side. Alright, so it's obviously low, being a lowrider. So that's a cool thing. This side of the car seems to have the fuel filler there. And then going around to the back, we have painted taillights, which I can understand because in this case they're really small, and also the cost of a Greenlight would not probably allow plastic taillights that small, or, well, not really sure. Some bumps here probably for some, well, I guess there must be rivets holding the bumper on. Sadly, there's nothing in the license plate. It's just still chromed. And then the graphics are really wrapping around this whole vehicle. All these different roses. Yeah, very cool. There's some silver on the back window and the side window. And then we have a nice pink interior, which matches the real car as well. I think the real one has like a velour pink interior. It looks like there's a tachometer gauge or something above the steering wheel there. It's a two-arm steering wheel, which might make sense for a 60s Impala. I don't really know for sure though. There's a shifter on the floor. Well, does that make sense? Or is the shifter on the column? I don't know. There's something sticking out of the floor though. And then some ribbing on the seats. Okay, and I'm just kind of looking it over. I don't see any quality problems. I would imagine this is going to be a problem for a lot of the models. This graphic, you know, how it doesn't actually wrap around. It doesn't wrap down. This is just paint here as well. So I'm not sure if it's just well applied, or they have extra and they cut it off, or what. Oh, I see. They probably apply it to the whole top and then they cut it to allow the hood to open. Yeah, that's got to be how they did it. Alright, well, well, yeah, that's a little gappy. Still, for the cost of a Greenlight though, this is really fantastic. I do like the Lowriders. So let's get a spinning coaster out. Reading this website here, this Gypsy Rose has a V8 engine making around 250 horsepower. It's a 5.3 liter and 350 pound-feet of torque. Let's see, double wishbone coil springs, telescopic dampers, anti-roll bar, live axle rear with leaf springs, telescopic dampers, drum brakes, I guess all around. Maybe goes 112 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. But, so this thing doesn't have any airbags or anything, according to this website. Maybe it's just lowered. Maybe the springs are cut. That's all. But I don't know for sure. I'm just reading one article, and I don't even know if what they're saying is correct. Alright, so my initiation into 164 Lowriders was by Auto World. Here's a 1962 Impala. And, you know, that one's cool as well. But it suffers the same problems of having ghostly white headlights, and, you know, it's just weird. If they had the printed headlights like Hot Wheels does, that would be a much enjoyed improvement, but I guess that technology is just beyond these companies. Alright, so the other lowrider from Auto World I have is the 66 Impala. Did we even look at the bottom of this? Well, it's nice that it tells you it's a 64 Impala, and then if this bottom detail stuff excites you, it is there. The treads are okay. It is press fit together though. Not that I would want to customize this, but if there was a major problem, it would be hard to fix without drilling it apart. Okay, so the last lowrider I have is by Revell. It's my only Revell. This, I guess, is a 94. And I took some adhesive remover and removed all the flames, but it also removed a lot of paint here in the door crevices, so probably not the best idea. Look at that. Not a good idea. But the flames on this were really bad, so that's why I tried it out, and now I know better. And then again, yeah, this actually has better detail, but it's all black, so you can't see any of it. But what I like about the Revell is it actually has plastic headlights, you know, and taillights. So very cool. Alright, so the spin. At least one horizontal view. And then here's the top view. Oh boy, that's again why I don't like rolling models. That sort of stuff happens. Alright, well, if you like Lowriders, they're supposedly 1/64 scale, you better buy this fast. This thing is definitely going to go up in value because it's actually Gypsy Rose, which is apparently the most popular lowrider of all time, according to Lowrider magazine. And you know, the Hot Wheels one looked cool and all, but it is a toy. It's just an exceptionally expensive toy. It's not to scale. It's just a randomness. Maybe it is to scale. I don't know. I don't have it. But I'm pretty sure this has a much more detail going on. You know, the interior itself is not Hot Wheels. You know, there's actually air going between the steering wheel spokes there. And there's actually ribs and buttons and stuff on the seats and the doors. You might even see there's some like buttons or something on the door panels. I'm not sure if you will see it. Okay, well, anyways, I'm glad I got this into Hangout, and I'll get those Cadillac Lowrider reviews from Greenlight up as well. Alright, see ya guys. Take a little trip with me.